At 80 years old, Jack LaLanne had testosterone levels comparable to healthy 30-year-old men. This is shocking because testosterone decline with age is considered inevitable. It's expected. Most men accept it as part of aging. By age 40, testosterone naturally declines approximately 1% yearly. By 60, it's 20% lower than peak. By 80, testosterone is often 50% lower than peak. This is considered normal male aging. But Jack LaLanne's testosterone at 80 was not 50% lower. It was comparable to healthy young men. Testing showed levels in the range of 600 to 800 nanograms per deciliter, the level of healthy 30-year-old males. This wasn't genetic luck. Medical evaluation showed his genetics weren't exceptional for testosterone production. This was protocol. Jack LaLanne understood something fundamental about testosterone. It's not inevitably lost with age. It's preserved through understanding what testosterone requires and providing it consistently. The result? A man at 80 with the hormonal health of a man in his 30s, all muscle mass preserved, all strength preserved, all vitality preserved. This is the power of understanding hormone biology. Why testosterone declines with age, and why Jack LaLanne's didn't. Testosterone production in men occurs primarily in the testes. Production is stimulated by luteinizing hormone, LH, from the pituitary gland. Normal testosterone decline occurs because LH signaling decreases with age, testicular responsiveness decreases, nutrient availability decreases, recovery capacity decreases. Lifestyle factors suppress testosterone. Jack LaLanne prevented all of these factors. LH signaling. LH signaling depends on sleep quality, LH release during sleep. Exercise stimulus, heavy training stimulates LH. Stress management, cortisol suppresses LH. Nutrient status, vitamins and minerals support LH signaling. Jack LaLanne maintained excellent sleep, trained heavily, managed stress, and maintained superior nutrient status. His LH signaling remained high. Testicular function. Testicular function is supported by adequate zinc, essential for testosterone synthesis, adequate magnesium, cofactor in hormone synthesis, adequate vitamin D, supports testosterone production, adequate cholesterol, precursor to all steroid hormones, good blood flow, supported by cardiovascular health. Jack LaLanne had all of these factors optimized. Lifestyle factors supporting testosterone. Heavy resistance training, stimulus for testosterone. Adequate sleep, testosterone produced during sleep. Stress management, reduce cortisol suppression. Adequate nutrition, provide building blocks. Reduced alcohol, alcohol suppresses testosterone. Regular physical activity supports hormonal health. Jack LaLanne optimized all of these factors. The combination? Testosterone that didn't decline normally because the factors causing decline were prevented. If you're concerned about testosterone decline, like this video right now because testosterone affects everything: muscle, strength, energy, mood, bone health, cardiovascular health. If you're over 50 and you're experiencing testosterone-related symptoms, subscribe. The next section reveals exactly what testosterone needs to stay high. Testosterone biology, synthesis, function, preservation. Testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol in the testes. The pathway requires multiple enzymes and cofactors. Testosterone synthesis pathway. Cholesterol to pregnenolone to DHEA to androstenediol to testosterone. Each step requires specific nutrients and enzymes. Deficiency at any step impairs testosterone production. Primary functions of testosterone: muscle protein synthesis, builds muscle; bone formation, maintains bone density; sexual function, libido, erectile function; mood and cognition, mental clarity, mood stability; cardiovascular health, supports healthy blood vessels; metabolic health, supports healthy metabolism. Immune function, supports immune response. Decline in testosterone creates problems in all these areas. This is why testosterone preservation is critical for healthy aging. Why testosterone declines? With age, 4 factors suppress testosterone: reduced LH signaling, increased estrogen, which competes with testosterone, increased cortisol, which suppresses testosterone, reduced nutrient status. Jack LaLanne prevented all 4 factors. The nutrients testosterone requires for synthesis. Testosterone synthesis requires specific nutrients. Deficiency in any impairs production. 1. Zinc. Role: cofactor in testosterone synthesis, supports LH signaling, supports testicular function. Daily requirement: 8 to 11 milligrams for men. Food sources: oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, cashews, chickpeas. Jack LaLanne's consumption: adequate from varied diet. Deficiency effect: significant testosterone reduction. Zinc deficiency is common in aging men. This is primary cause of testosterone decline. 2. Magnesium. Role: cofactor in hormone synthesis, supports enzyme function, reduces stress. Daily requirement: 400 to 420 milligrams for men. Food sources: pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, black beans, dark chocolate. Jack LaLanne's consumption: abundant from vegetable-rich diet. Deficiency effect: impaired hormone synthesis. 3. Vitamin D. Role: supports testosterone production, supports testicular function, regulates calcium. Daily requirement: 600 to 800 IUs, higher for deficiency correction. Food sources: fatty fish, egg yolks, mushrooms. The primary source is sun exposure. Jack LaLanne's high outdoor activity ensured adequate vitamin D. Deficiency effect: significant testosterone reduction. Vitamin D deficiency is associated with lower testosterone. Jack LaLanne's outdoor activity ensured adequate vitamin D. 4. B vitamins: B6, B12, folate. Role: support hormone synthesis, support energy metabolism, support neurotransmitter function. Daily requirement varies by B vitamin. Food sources: meat, fish, eggs, leafy greens, legumes. Jack LaLanne's consumption: adequate from varied diet. Deficiency effect: impaired hormone synthesis. 5. Cholesterol. Role: precursor molecule for all steroid hormone synthesis. Daily requirement: 200 to 300 milligrams dietary cholesterol. Food sources: eggs, meat, fish, dairy. Jack LaLanne's consumption: adequate from protein sources. Deficiency effect: impaired testosterone synthesis. Common mistake: avoiding cholesterol. But cholesterol is essential for testosterone synthesis. Jack LaLanne didn't avoid cholesterol. 6. Selenium. Role: cofactor in enzyme function, supports antioxidant systems. Daily requirement: 55 micrograms for men. Food sources: Brazil nuts, fish, eggs, chicken, whole grains. Jack LaLanne's consumption: adequate from varied diet. Deficiency effect: impaired enzyme function. Foods that support natural testosterone production. Foods rich in testosterone-supporting nutrients. Oysters. Zinc, extreme levels. Single oyster provides 25 to 40 milligrams. Selenium. B vitamins. Consume occasionally for zinc content. Don't need to eat oysters daily, but valuable when available. Beef, grass-fed. Zinc, selenium, B vitamins, iron, cholesterol. Consume 3 to 4 times a week, lean cuts or in moderation for higher fat cuts. Pumpkin seeds, zinc, exceptionally high. Magnesium, manganese, phosphorus. Consume daily small handful, quarter cup. Almonds and tree nuts, magnesium, zinc, selenium, vitamin E. Consume daily small handful. Spinach and dark leafy greens, magnesium, zinc, folate, vitamin K. Consume daily multiple servings. Eggs, whole, including yolk. cholesterol essential for hormone synthesis, selenium, B vitamins, choline. Consume daily 2 to 3 eggs. Don't fear yolks. Cholesterol is required for testosterone. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation, support hormone health. Vitamin D, selenium, B vitamins. Consume 3 to 4 times a week. Beans and legumes, zinc, magnesium, folate, plant-based protein. Consume several times a week. Dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao, magnesium, zinc, polyphenols. Consume occasionally, moderation due to sugar and calories. Jack LaLanne's diet consisted primarily of these foods. The combination provided comprehensive nutrient support for testosterone synthesis. If you're looking at this food list and you're thinking about testosterone preservation, comment testosterone foods below, because the people who maintain their testosterone are the people who eat strategically. Subscribe and enable notifications because the next section reveals the training protocols that naturally stimulate testosterone. And yes, save this food list. When you're at the grocery store, reference it. Heavy resistance training, the primary testosterone driver. Exercise is the most powerful stimulus for testosterone, but not all exercise is equal. Heavy resistance training is the primary stimulus for testosterone. Why heavy training stimulates testosterone? Heavy training creates significant muscle damage and metabolic stress. The body responds by increasing testosterone to support muscle repair and adaptation. Lightweight training doesn't create sufficient stimulus. Cardio training alone doesn't maximize testosterone stimulus. Heavy resistance training creates maximum stimulus. Jack LaLanne's training approach. He trained with heavy resistance training throughout his life. Even at 90, he was performing heavy compound movements. His training included heavy squats and leg training, heavy bench press and upper body pressing, heavy rowing and pulling, full body compound movements, consistent progressive overload. This heavy training was the primary stimulus maintaining his testosterone. Optimal testosterone stimulating training protocol. Frequency, 3 to 4 sessions a week of heavy resistance training. Intensity, 80 to 90% of 1 rep max, heavy weight. Volume, 12 to 20 working sets per session. Rest periods, 3 to 5 minutes between heavy sets, full recovery. Movement selection, compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, overhead press. These movements create sufficient systemic stress to trigger testosterone response. Light accessory work afterward is fine, but the heavy compounds are critical. Jack LaLanne emphasized these compounds throughout his life. Sleep quality and testosterone production. Testosterone is produced during sleep. Poor sleep equals poor testosterone. Testosterone and sleep relationship. Peak testosterone occurs during early morning hours, during sleep. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep, supporting testosterone production. Cortisol should be low during sleep. Cortisol suppresses testosterone. Sleep deprivation directly reduces testosterone. Jack LaLanne prioritized sleep. 8 to 9 hours nightly, consistent sleep schedule, dark bedroom, cool temperature, optimal for sleep and hormonal function. Minimal screen time before bed. This priority ensured optimal testosterone production during sleep. Sleep protocol for testosterone. Bedtime, same time each night, supports circadian rhythm. Wake time, same time each morning. Duration, 8 to 9 hours minimum. Environment, dark, blackout curtains, cool, 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, quiet. No screens, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin. No caffeine after 2 p.m. Caffeine has a 5 to 6 hour half-life. No large meals close to bed. Digestion interferes with sleep. This protocol ensures sufficient sleep and optimal hormonal production during sleep. Cortisol, stress, and testosterone competition. Cortisol and testosterone compete metabolically. High cortisol suppresses testosterone production. Chronic stress, chronic elevated cortisol suppressed testosterone. Jack LaLanne managed stress effectively. Regular exercise reduces stress hormones. Purpose-driven life reduces anxiety and stress. Social connection reduces stress. Time in nature reduces stress. Meditation and breathing practices activates parasympathetic nervous system, reduces stress. Adequate sleep reduces stress. This stress management kept cortisol low and testosterone high. Stress management protocol. Daily exercise, primary stress reducer. Meditation, 10 to 20 minutes daily. Breathing work, box breathing, 4 seconds in, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. Social connection, regular time with people you care about. Purpose, clear life purpose and meaningful activity. Time in nature, 20 to 30 minutes daily in outdoor environment. Sleep, adequate sleep. Cortisol naturally decreases during sleep. This combination manages stress and prevents cortisol-induced testosterone suppression. Zinc, the most critical mineral for testosterone. Zinc is the single most important nutrient for testosterone. Zinc is required for testosterone synthesis, LH signaling, testicular function, sperm production, immune function. Zinc deficiency is common in aging men. This is primary cause of age-related testosterone decline. Zinc status and testosterone. Studies showed direct correlation. Adequate zinc equals normal testosterone. Zinc deficiency equals low testosterone. Zinc food sources ranked by bioavailability. Oysters, 115 milligrams per 6 oysters, exceptionally high. Beef, 7 milligrams per 3-ounce serving. Crab and lobster, 6 to 7 milligrams per 3-ounce serving. Pumpkin seeds, 8.5 milligrams per quarter cup. Cashews, 5.6 milligrams per quarter cup. Chickpeas, 2.4 milligrams per cup cooked. Chicken, 2.4 milligrams per 3-ounce serving. Almonds, 3.5 milligrams per quarter cup. Eggs, 0.6 milligrams per egg. Jack LaLanne's zinc consumption. Jack LaLanne's diet included protein from beef, fish, and eggs, all zinc sources, nuts and seeds, zinc sources, legumes, zinc sources, variety ensuring adequate zinc intake, result, zinc status supporting testosterone production, zinc supplementation if needed, daily requirement 8 to 11 milligrams men, supplemental range 15 to 30 milligrams daily if deficient, food first approach preferred, better absorption and less risk of excess. Vitamin D, magnesium, and hormonal health. Vitamin D and magnesium work together supporting testosterone and overall hormonal health. Vitamin D role supports testosterone production, regulates calcium, supports immune function. Blood level goal 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter, optimal range. Sources: sun exposure, primary, fatty fish, egg yolks, mushrooms. Jack LaLanne status, high from outdoor activity. Magnesium, role, supports hormone synthesis, supports sleep quality, reduces stress. Daily requirement, 400 to 420 milligrams. Sources, pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, dark chocolate, whole grains. Jack LaLanne status, adequate from vegetable-rich diet. Together, vitamin D and magnesium support hormonal health comprehensively. Natural testosterone-supporting supplements. While food is primary, certain supplements support testosterone health. Core supplements. 1. Vitamin D3. Dosage, 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily, adjust based on blood levels. Timing, with meal containing fat-soluble vitamin. Effect, supports testosterone production. Research, vitamin D deficiency is associated with low testosterone. Supplementation improves levels. 2. Magnesium. Dosage, 400 to 500 milligrams daily, separate from zinc supplement, taken hours apart. Timing, evening preferred, supports sleep. Effect: supports hormone synthesis and sleep quality. Research: magnesium supports testosterone levels and improves sleep. 3. Zinc. Dosage: 15 to 30 milligrams if dietary intake is inadequate. Timing: morning with food. Effect: supports testosterone synthesis. Research: zinc supplementation improves testosterone in men deficient. Note: don't exceed 40 milligrams daily. Excess zinc can suppress immunity. 4. Tribulus terrestris. Dosage: 750 to 1500 milligrams daily, standardized extract. Timing as directed. Effect: may support testosterone and LH. Research: mixed results. Some studies show modest testosterone support. Optional supplements: D-aspartic acid, DAA. Dosage: 3 to 6 grams daily. Effect: may support testosterone. Research: some studies show testosterone support, results are inconsistent. Fenugreek. Dosage: 500 to 1000 milligrams daily. Effect: may support testosterone and libido improvement. Tongkat Ali, Uricoma longifolia. Dosage: 200 to 400 milligrams daily. Effect: may support testosterone and stress management. Research: some studies show testosterone improvement and stress reduction. Recommended primary approach: focus on food sources and basic supplementation, vitamin D, magnesium, zinc if deficient, before complex supplement protocols. Jack LaLanne didn't have access to complex supplements. He achieved testosterone preservation through nutrition, training, sleep, and stress management. Modern supplementation can enhance this approach, but isn't necessary if fundamentals are solid.
Recovery protocols: preserving hormone health. Testosterone is produced during recovery. Poor recovery equals poor testosterone. Recovery components: sleep, already covered, 8 to 9 hours nightly, primary recovery factor. Nutrition: adequate protein supports muscle repair and hormone synthesis. Adequate carbohydrates support glycogen restoration and recovery. Adequate fat support hormone production. Micronutrients support all physiological functions. Deload weeks, every 4 to 6 weeks, reduce training volume by 40 to 50%, allows nervous system and hormonal system recovery, prevents overtraining-induced testosterone suppression. Active recovery, light movement on off days, walking, stretching, low-intensity activity, promotes blood flow and recovery without creating training stress. Stress management, covered in cortisol section. Hydration, adequate water supports all physiological functions. Dehydration suppresses testosterone. Daily target, 2 to 3 liters. Jack LaLanne maintained all recovery components. Month 1 to 12, testosterone optimization timeline. Realistic timeline for testosterone improvement. Weeks 1 to 2, energy levels begin improving from increased exercise stimulus and emphasis on sleep. Sleep quality improves. Initial nutrient status begins improving. Weeks 3 to 4, strength increases noticeably from training stimulus. Muscle soreness from training decreases. Recovery improving. Energy continues improving. Months 2 to 3, measurable testosterone-supported changes. Muscle size increases slightly. Strength increases measurably. Body composition improves. Less fat, more muscle. Mood improves. Sex drive improves if it was low. Overall sense of vitality increases. Months 4 to 6, significant changes. Visible muscle gain, substantial strength increases, noticeably leaner physique, energy very high, mood stable and positive. Month 6 to 9, blood testosterone testing, if done, would show improvement from baseline. Continued muscle building, continued strength increases, overall vitality and presence improved dramatically. Months 9 to 12, 12 months of consistent protocol produces remarkable results. Physique noticeably more muscular and lean, strength substantially improved, energy and mood excellent, sleep quality outstanding, overall health marker improvements visible. Years 2 to 3, continued improvement, testosterone preserved at healthy levels, muscle mass maintained and built, strength and vitality sustained. Decades, like Jack LaLanne, 70 years of testosterone-supporting protocol equals testosterone preserved at youthful levels throughout life, muscle mass maintained, strength maintained, vitality maintained. Your Testosterone Preservation Action Plan. This week, assess your current testosterone status, energy, mood, strength, sex drive, sleep quality. Document baseline. Plan your nutrition. Which testosterone-supporting foods will you prioritize? Which inflammatory foods will you reduce? Plan your training. Will you focus on heavy resistance training? Schedule 3 to 4 sessions per week. Plan your sleep. Current sleep duration and quality. Set goal of 8 to 9 hours nightly. Week 1. Begin heavy resistance training, if not already doing. Squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, overhead press. 3 to 4 sessions per week, progressive overload focus. Prioritize sleep, 8 to 9 hours nightly, same bedtime each night. Increase testosterone-supporting foods, eggs, beef, fish, seeds, nuts, leafy greens. Begin stress management, meditation, breathing work, time in nature. Weeks 2 to 4, continue training. Expect soreness weeks 1 to 2, decreasing by week 3 to 4. Continue sleep priority. Continue nutrient-rich diet. Continue stress management. Track everything: training, lifts, weights, reps, diet, foods eaten, mood, energy, mood, libido. Months 2 to 3. Continue all practices. Expect noticeable improvements: strength increasing, energy improving, mood improving. If testosterone-supporting symptoms aren't improving, assess: are you training hard enough, sleeping enough, eating adequate nutrients, managing stress? Months 4 to 6, significant improvements should be noticeable. Strength substantially improved, muscle gain visible, energy excellent, mood stable and positive. Month 6 to 9, continue protocol. Consider testosterone testing if optional, if concerned about levels. Continue improvements. Month 12, 12 months complete. Assess changes from baseline. Strength improved, muscle gained, energy higher, mood better, sleep better. The improvements are visible and measurable. If you're implementing this testosterone preservation protocol starting today, comment "testosterone preserved" below, because the people who maintain their testosterone are the people who start this week. Subscribe and enable notifications, because video 41 dives into supplement protocols and advanced hormone optimization. And yes, share this protocol. When your friends notice your increased strength and improved energy, they'll ask. Share the testosterone preservation framework. Build community around hormone health. Jack LaLanne's complete testosterone approach. Jack LaLanne's testosterone at 80 was comparable to 30-year-old men because he applied a comprehensive protocol consistently for decades. The protocol is heavy resistance training, primary stimulus, adequate sleep, primary production time, nutrient-rich diet, building blocks and cofactors, stress management, prevent cortisol suppression, consistent implementation, 70 decades. Apply this protocol for 1 year and your testosterone improves measurably. Continue for decades like Jack LaLanne did and your testosterone remains youthful. The biology is straightforward. The implementation is comprehensive but doable. The results are remarkable. Subscribe and enable notifications because video 41 reveals specific supplement protocols and advanced hormone optimization strategies. Jack LaLanne's hormone preservation extended beyond testosterone to complete endocrine health. And if this testosterone protocol is resonating with you, share it. Send it to men concerned about aging and vitality. The protocol works whether you're 40 trying to prevent testosterone decline or 80 trying to maintain it. Start this protocol today. Document your baseline. Track your progress. In 1 year, compare yourself to who you are now.